Here are 3 big mistakes golfers are making when they set up to hit their driver that are causing poor contact and lack of distance. Now the good news is these are easy to fix. We're going to talk a little bit about the position of the ball. We're going to talk about something we do with our upper body. And the third thing is we're going to talk about something so simple with the club face. It's the easiest fix of all. When we hit the driver is uniquely different in that it's the only club that when we swing it and hit it, the ball's on a tee, right? Every time I hit this club right here, the MaxVert 2, the ball is on a tee. So it's a little bit of a different objective than when I'm, say, hitting a 6-iron where we want to hit the ball and then the ground. So we've got to do a couple things that are a little bit different. The first thing is ball position. When you're hitting a driver, we want that ball to be positioned definitely forward of center. So as a reference to the body, think of like, okay, I got the buttons on my golf shirt, I got a typical logo of a golf shirt, and then I've got off the inside of my lead arm. So when you're hitting your driver, you want to position the golf ball off the inside of the lead arm. The most common mistake, one of the mistakes of the 3, is that golfers have the golf ball too far back in the stance. So here's how you can do this. Go ahead and just put your feet together, position the golf ball right in the center of your heels, position your driver behind the golf ball, take a little step towards the target, and then a much bigger step away from the target, all right? Because I want this golf ball, you want this golf ball to be off the inside of the lead heel and off the inside of the lead arm. When the ball's in that position, that will help you naturally hit up on the golf ball ever so slightly. Now the second thing that a lot of golfers do that's so simple, I mentioned a little bit, has to do with the club face. Traditional drivers, of course, they're bigger headed than the irons and they have kind of what we call some bulge and roll on them. But what that means is that when you set the club down, it makes it difficult to get the club face square, believe it or not. A lot of drivers, when they set down, they want to rotate a little bit open. Like on the MaxVert 2, all right, we put this like auto aim alignment, the AAA, they call it the AAA, right? But there's a nice white line on the top that helps you aim the driver. So I set in there and I can aim that driver so it's square, it's not rotated open. Here's the thing that I want you to do to help guarantee you get the driver square to dress for you. When you set in there, what I want you to do is just put your feet together. Remember how we talked about feet together? But I want you to hold the driver with your trail hand only, all right? So for me, that's my right hand. And I'm gonna take the AAA, all right, on the MaxVert driver, and I'm gonna point that white line or whatever club you have right down the middle of the fairway. So I'm kind of going towards that yellow pole right there. Nick, how's that look? Does that look? Okay, Nick just gave me the thumbs up for my aim. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on this video. Be sure to subscribe. And you know our favorite question, we love hearing where you're from. So go ahead and put that in the chat as well. So back to the process. Trail hand only. Point it right down the center of the fairway. Little step towards the target, big step away. Now I've got the ball in the right spot and I've got my club face square. I've got 2 of the 3 things that can allow me to hit the golf ball with my driver better. Now the third tip I want to give you in this setup that's a very common mistake that a lot of golfers make is upper body tilt. Remember how we talked about we wanted to hit slightly up on the golf ball? All right, so watch this from the face on view and just answer this question. When I'm set in there, which one of these is going to allow me to hit more up on the golf ball? This or this, right? And which one do you think is going to help me swing more from the inside to hit a nice high draw? This or this one? Well, of course, you know where we're going with it, right? It's the slight tilt in the upper body. So let's tie this together and I'm going to give you a drill. So when we're sitting there, we got the ball forward, right? Okay, we got the AAA with the MaxVert 2 for the alignment. And then we've got the upper body slightly tilted away. So we know we want the slight tilt in the upper body. So let me show you how you can do that. What you're going to do is just go ahead and take your driver, all right, kind of get in your golf posture and position the driver right on the buttons on your shirt. See how I'm doing that? And you'll notice how the driver then, when you're in good posture, should fall basically kind of right between your thighs, or excuse me, between your shins right here. Now what I want you to do is just go ahead and tilt till that driver hits you in the lead shin or the lead leg. See that? So this would be the right amount of tilt. Remember the old way? Like this would be the bad way. This is where I see a lot of golfers, right? They're sit this way, bend and tilt till we get it there. So let me go ahead and just tie this together. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my feet together. I'm going to aim the head right down the line. Little step towards, little step away. Okay, give me a little bit of tilt like this. I'm going to go ahead and swing it. Ooh, there it was, Nick. The nice high draw. Now that we've got your setup dialed in for your driver, check out my next video. And if you want to personally work with us on your golf game, check out vlscoaching.com.